Morning, tubers. It's 10 after 6. It's about 70 in the garage. It's Monday, May 20th? And we got weather coming in. And it is cold out here. I think it's like 51 degrees. And that's weird for the high desert at this time of year. So, today we still got to sand on the grill. You can see some areas there where I didn't get. So, yeah, this looks pretty good in here. So, we'll end up wet sanding the grill some more and roughing up the surface so paint would stick. And that's pretty much it. The lens has dried and it is real good, so that's a good thing. No point in the car working on sanding the front end of the car because I'm not going to be able to paint it this week or the beginning of this week, and I don't want to. I could wet sand it, but then after that comes masking, and I don't want to mask it off if it's going to sit here just for a couple of days before it paints. So that's where we're at. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on. Later, guys. Hey, tubers. Got the grill all sanded. And I don't know if I showed you that, but passenger deluxe door handles in. The rear window trim is on. And this fender is all sanded. They're just moving along here. It seemed to clear up a little out here today. But, yeah. So, we're moving along. We'll end up doing the lower valance, the header panel, and around. Recheck the hood, because that's been done. And then move over to the right side of the car. So that's where we're at. When I have more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey, tubers. That's the time. And that's the temp in the garage. And it's Tuesday the 21st of May. And we are still windy as shit. Get out there. Damn. Vegas in the springtime. Santa Ana winds. Been sanding. That's why I'm out of breath. Got this half of the hood done. Getting ready to move over to that side. I wanted to paint the grill today. But seeing as that we are windy, we'll save that for tomorrow. And they said, looked at the weather, and it's supposed to be about 4 miles an hour of a breeze going. This is 16 to 18 miles an hour now, and it's just too much. So I'm not going to bore you with watching me sand. I still got that fender, that side of the hood, and the header on that side, and the lower valance. And then we get to wash the whole thing, double check it, bring it in here, and start getting this garage ready to paint again. So when I get more, I'll turn it back on later, guys. Hey, tubers. It's Wednesday, May 22nd? And we're about 12:40. And we're about 70 in the garage. But this is the story of my week so far. And then look at this one sitting here. I can't pull the car out of the garage to wash off the front end and to paint the grill, which is all set to go because the car doesn't have any windows in it and I don't want to get it wet. I've been taking care of loose ends. I did the door handle on the passenger side. We've got the molding around the window. Next thing to do is probably bring the front bumper in here and start working on the bolts and molding that up and getting it clean like I did the rear bumper. But this is Las Vegas. In the month of May, towards the end, we're usually in the upper 80s, low 90s, and the high today is going to be 65. Go figure. This sucks. Later, guys. Oh, by God, I'm going to get something done today. Pulled out the big drop cloth, covered up the car. Need a little bit more for the front end, so I got an old sheet that I use for painting. Covered it up. And we're going to paint that. So, as soon as I wipe it down with grease and wax remover, we'll break it out, break out the paint and start painting it. And yes, I'm going to rattle can it because it's I'm not going to run down to the paint store and buy a pint of paint and use only half of it to sit there and paint this. Rattle can, since the only portion that you'll see is roughly from here, and rattle can should suffice, we should see. We'll find out anyway. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Yeah, the first coat's on. It's lightly on. It's not real heavy. It's just light. We'll let that dry or flash up, and then we'll come back and hit it again. When I get more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey, tubers. Yeah, it's coming. One more good coat, and then we'll give it probably about 2 or 3 good coats of this clear, just to protect it. So when I get more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey tubers, it's about 9 o'clock at night, and we are shooting the matte finish. We got 1 coat on it. I'm going to let it tack up. And then we'll get the 2nd coat on it. So we'll be back in 15. More in a minute. Later, guys. Hey, tubers. There's 3 coats of this matte finish clear. It's not bad stuff. Oop, 10 o'clock. Took me an hour from start to finish. 3 coats, cleaned the gun, put it back up. But it came out okay. There is some dirt in it. That can be as expected in the garage paint. But yeah. So we'll let this dry overnight, and then tomorrow we'll reassemble the grill, and we'll put it up out of the way for when we get ready to put it back on the car. So that concludes for tonight, and we'll pick this up tomorrow. See what I can get into tomorrow. Won't be able to do anything on the car. I mean, we got the same crap weather that we had today. So maybe if I get disassembled, maybe we'll drag the bumper in and start disassembling that and getting that ready. So when I get more, we'll turn this back on. Later, guys. Have a good evening. Morning, tubers. It's what, 20 after 6, about 70 in the garage. And this is definitely not going to be a John Kerry day here today. They said storms are going to be cycling in and out of the valley all day. So we'll keep the garage door closed. This came out excellent. And go ahead and we'll assemble it and then tuck it away till we get it back on the car. So when I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, well the grill's done. Sort of like these amber than clear, and so we'll wrap this up in plastic and stick it up probably up there. Can't put the top molding in until we get it gets installed. So that's it for now. When I get more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey tubers, yeah, put you out here, you can hear the noise moving in. So, front bumper, really got a dent here, big time. Yeah, you can see it. Something's going on here, another dent right there. Okay. Found a place where I can get just bare metal bumpers. So if I can't straighten this out, then we might order another bumper. Don't want to because it's just going to be painted, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll tinker with the front bumper here for a little bit. And put a wrench on there and pull that up and see what we can do. The grill is wrapped in plastic and up there. Probably be up there for about a month or so until we get the rest of this thing touched up and painted and start reassembling it. But at least I know it fits. It's been in already once. So, but that's what we're doing. When I get more, I'll bring you back later. Morning tubers. That's the time. That's the temp. And totally switch what we had the last couple of days. So, and I got other things planned for today, but we'll look at this bumper first. Tried bending it, and bending it back, and what you do is you end up putting it in here and then pulling up. And as you can see, got a little of it, but not much. Still needs to come up a lot. So it was hit right in here and it flexed all the way over to here. I found at Eckler's, Rick's Camaros has one for painting. It's just primered for 94 bucks. So if I can't get this straightened out, that's the direction we'll end up going. Today we'll pull the drop cloth off. We'll start getting the garage ready for painting. We'll finish wet sanding the front end, which we got to do, and that'll be pretty much it. Tomorrow I'm smoking a prime rib, and that's going to take a good 5 hours of my time, so we're not going to have too much time out here. So that's going to be it. I will do a video on the smoking on the clock. I wanted to sit there and make sure it worked. So it's been running all week, and it's about 7:45 now. And so it's just running a little fast. Because remember, we set it to this clock. So probably Sunday after Hazy Days' show, I'll end up doing a video for a raffle on this, and we'll start that raffle off. So that's all I got for today. I want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, and of course leaving comments. I'm going to load this week's up, and we'll probably pick this up on Sunday, or actually we'll pick it up on the prime rib smoke tomorrow, and then on Sunday we'll have a video for the raffle. If I can ever figure out how to go live or do live streaming. I'd like to do that, but still in the process of searching that out. So I want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, and of course leaving comments. You all have a good Memorial Day weekend, and please do not drink and drive. Thank you.